coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Has room down the left sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little face?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
6 at 24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Go, go!
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
11, Agate. Rip, 23. There we go.
Lawrence now off the play action. Caught at the 10-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Red on red. 30 left. Darn. It says hot.
From the red zone on 1st. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Etienne. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. And now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Buying some time left. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate that play-action.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Damone Clark. Well, Brock, they could have gone wrong to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down.
He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey.
Back to work after throwing the pick. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
On red.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. His first throw is an interception. Kicked off by Damone Clark. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Hey, go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Lisa 24.
They go right back to ETN. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Hey, Lion.
First down.
Soka, side.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
ETN again. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
All right, let's go.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He hits the deck after setting him up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and goal. Here's Tootin. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
They'll throw on second and 10. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with third and short. Here he is on third and short. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Bynum. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. You just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Hey, run!
Lawrence looking to throw. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
It's now fourth down.
The Jaguars in a punt formation. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Brought down before the return gets far.
Take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 21-14, our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
11. On red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll look underneath here for ETN. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Counter give to ETN. He only can get his yard here, but it's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Right, let's go. Turn, it's hot. Here we go.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35.
Hey, go. Done.
Lawrence with it on 1st. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Got for big yards on the right side. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
1st down from the 42.
Go. Hey.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
That's completed right side. Now this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, I'm gun. This side's hot. 30 left. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence again here, 2nd and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
35-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now lead by 10. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Tootin now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. 11, Agate.
Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Rip, 23.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
1st down throw, Lawrence. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Hey, kill.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready? Red on red.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Finds his man over the middle. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Catch made left side by Laporta. Has some daylight through the 40. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but so would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Walking back to throw.
And the Lions
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Short pass brought in. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing it again here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At at their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Hey, Ginger, touch!
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, go! 11. Think right open. There we go.
Looking to throw. It is caught left side. It is officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Here we go.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Hey, run!
33-yard line.
Hey, tomato. 13, Luke. Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Through the 35, 20, 15, and he houses it on the return all the way back for a touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. And his aim was off there. He hits the left upright, and it's no good. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Rip.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. Blast through midfield, and he's finally hauled down at the 43. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
3-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
On red.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Look underneath here for ETN. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Hey, easy, route. 11, next side.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. A quick slant, caught by Washington. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Lawrence with it on first. Brought in right side. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 19-yard line.
13, Luke.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Catch is made in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Jaguars, first down. First and goal at the 4.
ETN has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Fred, here we go.
Inside give here for Newton. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Hey, Rob.
Lawrence here running the sneak. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal.
11. Go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the third. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Well, fourth and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Back to throw now. Gets him on the in route. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. Kick is away and really up there trying to pin them deep. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
their own 45-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, son, it's like... Silver.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Hey, let's go. Focus, hot. Think right open. Silver.
They go play action. Lawrence bails out of the pocket quick. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Still inches to go on third down.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, Denver, go, let's go. It's hot.
Now it's Lawrence. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. It's a race down the right side. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. On his little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars tie this game up.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Gonna take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another one for Gibbs. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Well, there's another one to Williams. And they get this down to the 28.
It's a gain of 11.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Offense is set. 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Hey!
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Stop. Sink right. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Finds Hunter downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hey, son, it's 30 left. 11, add that. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He's on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front ready to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Take right open.
First down throw, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
On red. 11, add that. Sink right. It's hot.
Lawrence now off the play action. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go, let's go. Next one is hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
30 left.
Looking to throw. Catch made. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Throwing now on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Lawrence looking to throw. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, a target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
The coverage by Jack Campbell.
Lisa 24. Hey, James. Hey, I'm gun. 11. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. That one is good! It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars holding on to a field goal lead.
The kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finds Isaac to Slaw. Complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. All right, they look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, it's Gibbs. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. He'll look to throw it. Taken in by Williams outright. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and is incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come off empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Run drawn up here for Lawrence. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.